Children with a trauma history can be really confusing, demanding something one minute and then pushing it away the next. This can happen when the child has a triggered emotional response without conscious awareness. In these responses, the child's reactions are based on what is going on internally for them, on the basis of their internal world, rather than what the adult can see, so it can be hard to understand. We can have embodied memory for events that happened before we have a verbal recollection, i.e. before we could speak. Our bodies can react in fear to certain situations because our bodies remember the frightening experience without having a conscious insight into what's happening and why we feel afraid. When this happens, children's behaviour can be really confusing for those who care for them. The child can seemingly want and even request something, and yet react in anger and fear when given just that thing. And this can happen repeatedly, such that the carer can feel pushed and pulled and completely confused about what the child wants. The truth might be that the child wants the experience, but when they receive it, their fear reactions are set off, so they push it away. This can occur with what would otherwise be a neutral experience, such as getting dressed, or an exciting experience, such as soft play, or a nurturing experience, such as being cuddled. This story is an attempt to explain this really concept to a very young child or one with limited speech and language. There's a picture for each idea, and, unlike most stories, there isn't an explanation of how the story resolves. This is because it would make the story too long and complex. Even so, a young or delayed child may need to hear the story several times before they're able to grasp the concept.